Hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what you say. Hard work, work, work. Earn more pay. Hard work, work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work, work. Let go and earn more pay. Hard work, work. Put boots on and lace them up. Hard work, work. Another day to work. Hard work, work. Hard work. That's what you say. Hard work, work. Hard work. I earn my pay. Hard work, work. Move on now. Hard work, work.
What's up, fellas? What's up, world? We want to introduce you to another episode of We the Vets podcast, and we here on a special Monday night, and we want to give y'all the raw. Okay, we got a lot of stuff that happened this past weekend, and we just want to dig into it, man. Kind of give y'all our thoughts and our views about it. If you don't know, I'm one of your co-hosts, Mike P. We got my man Walton. He all the way from the big state where the elephant reside at. We got my man JD. He all the way in the parts of unknown, man. We can't tell you where he at, man. But he
G14 classified.
Be some black ops going on.
Yeah, black ops going on, man.
Gotta be encrypted to get in here, baby. We gotta be encrypted.
fella, what's going on, man?
Man, just
What's happening?
happy to be back, man. What's going on?
Yeah, man. We've been gone for a minute, man. A lot of stuff done happened. Hurricane done hit, hit where I'm at, and Georgia done went undefeated again. And hey, man, FSU ranked.
Hey, just bring it on home to SEC.
And Herschel Walker still got a chance.
Oh, goodness.
Listen, Georgians, y'all got to do y'all job, okay? I ain't in the state to represent this year. Y'all cannot let this man win, okay?
That's to anybody that's a vampire or a werewolf. You should go vote, man. God almighty.
No comment.
Whatever you is.
Don't let him win. Hey, so fella, look, man, we're gonna start off. Well, let me ask you this, man. Did you have a rant you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sum it up under the term victimology. This is actually a class. You go to school, they'll teach you if you go to anything with crime or anything that has to do with law enforcement and things of that nature. But it's called victimology, and it's the study of basically how a person became a victim and how not to be a victim. You want to remember certain things that even though things happen and is not in your control, it's probably some things you could have done. And this may be coming out of hindsight, things that you could have done to have prevented it, which is something you probably don't want to hear right then, but it's good to know. And I bring that up because there are some victims who are using their platform. And this is my opinion. They're using their platform to empower themselves, and I don't think it's a good way of doing it, especially when you've settled. Deshaun Watson, quarterback for the Browns, Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson had a game come up. He's been suspended for a while, and his alleged victims, showed up. And I don't understand the empowerment under that or whatnot, but I just I'm an Iraqi war vet, and I don't have any intentions on ever going back to Iraq for numerous amount of reasons, which people may be able to assume. But if you've been through an ordeal that's been traumatizing in your life, why would you want to go anywhere near that situation again? And what, other than, I don't know, perhaps money, has empowered you or given you encouraged you that, hey, I can get over this by showing up at the game and contributing to his salary. That's just an oddball thing to me. I mean, hey, I I don't condone any type of sexual assault or even harassment, but it's kind of hard to take your side when you keep putting yourself in harm's way.
So what you saying? What did I do? Okay. A little technical difficulties going on right there. So you saying if you got an issue with somebody and you know they're gonna be at this place,
Right.
don't show up there.
Not in that manner. Not in that manner.
Right.
No.
Right. I'm with you on that. You know, if I know somebody doing something that, or I'm gonna see somebody that I'm not gonna like, I'm not just gonna go to that place. That's just
I'm just trying to understand the part of. I guess I get. I guess I kind of get. They feel like they standing up and they're I don't know, standing up and kind of letting them know it's not over. Or I've heard somebody say that could be potentially. I just don't get contributing monies towards the organization he represents now. That ultimately part of it goes to his salary. That's financially. Why would you support that? I wouldn't. Now I could see you standing outside the game, kind of like
Right.
I know it's a bad example,
Protesting.
but the Black Israelites did for Kyrie, and he didn't condone those guys, but they stood outside the game, and I don't know if they made it in. I don't think they did, but you know they stood outside and did whatever it is that they do. But I could see that, like in if you're gonna do like a protest, maybe be outside.
Right.
I mean, NFL is not any stranger to these type of situations, whether it be what Ray Lewis or the Hardy kid or any number of guys who've made a mistake and did something crazy, and people found different ways to protest or show their disappointment in the NFL and or that individual. So
right.
Yeah, but yeah, I just don't get contributing to his or their cause. I wouldn't do that.
When something like that goes down after the fact, it makes it hard to take them serious. Like, is this really? Can I really back you? Because I know some real victims. Well, I don't say real victims, but I know victims of sexual harassment, and they don't want. They're taking precautions to keep from being in that predicament again, and something of what they're doing is not something they would ever do.
Right. All right. Well, look, I got a rant. Okay. My rant is: if you are a leader, okay, if you a leader and you got good people in your organization, this is my advice to you: take care of people who take care of you.
Right.
Take care of those people, because if you take those people for granted, they're gonna leave your organization, and it's gonna be hard to find other good people to replace them. Okay, so if you a leader, okay, and you the head of an organization, and you got really good people in your organization, take care of them. Because if you don't, they're gonna be gone. Okay, they're gonna be gone. All right. And if you're in a sports organization, I promise you're probably not gonna want to see them across the field from you.
Right.
Just ask Nick Saban. He don't want to see Kirby Smart across the field from him, okay? I'm just saying. But that's my rant. That's my 2 cents. I'm probably gonna come back on here again. I got some more in the tank.
Right.
What's the definition of leadership?
Lead by example.
Lead by example.
Provide purpose, motivation, and direction. and to enable your subordinates or your team to accomplish the mission.
Right.
Something to that effect.
Right. I love everything about that. Leading by example.
See,
Like,
these may not be leaders, Pat. They might be, the difference between leaders
That's
and
what I was
management.
getting at.
Yeah.
You might be a leader in title only.
Yeah.
damn, you right. Leader, what'd you say? Leader and managers?
And managers. Yeah, you got
Man,
leaders and you got managers. People manage certain things,
Mm.
They pretty much just holding a position. And then you got leaders. This is different.
you
You
right
know
about that. You right about that. Boy, that listen, I'm coming back later with that. I don't want y'all in with this here. I don't
Oh,
really want y'all in on this. It's
it.
gonna be
That's all
it's
you,
gonna
baby.
be me, myself,
it's
and I.
all good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going. Who got the song? Lil Wayne. I'm going in. I'm
Going
going in,
in.
and I'm gonna go off.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, fella, man, what y'all think about Deion Sanders, man, with this move, man? Deion left, and in case people been on the rock, he was at Jackson State. They went undefeated. They won the SWAC Conference Championship, and they go into the Celebration Bowl. And then right after the game, he accepted the job to be the next head coach at the University of Colorado, or is it Colorado University?
You should have had the video before we started this one.
Man, you right.
Ain't swag, baby.
Who is swag, baby? Matter of fact, I might change the title of it and put that. Who is swag, baby? If I ain't swag, hey. And then you gotta just apologize like 2 weeks ago about the statement.
Oh man.
Deion gone, boy. Golly. But for me, I ain't mad at Deion at all, man.
Right.
Like I'm not upset with him. Like I'm probably one of the most happiest people for him, because he gave us a blueprint, okay? And the blueprint he gave us was I'm gonna take it back. It was probably about 14, 15 when I first got into insurance. I met a guy from New Orleans. He told me in the insurance game, he said, man, this is what you do. I didn't understand what he was saying, but he said, man, pour gasoline on yourself, strike a match, and set yourself on fire, and the world gonna come and watch you burn. I said, man, that sounds like suicide, man. He was like, nah, young cat. He was like, young blood, listen, I ain't talking about like physically do it, but I'm talking about enthusiastic, like you being on fire about what you want to do in this industry, and you take that every day and everything you do, and people gonna come watch you burn. And that's what Deion did.
Mm-hmm.
Deion gave us the blueprint that if you believe in yourself and you believe in the system and you believe in what's going on and set yourself on fire with it and be 10 toes down, like you can achieve it. But not only he had the belief, he sold the belief to everybody around him, and then everybody around him sold the belief to the kids.
Right.
And then they went and put a plan together and killed everybody.
Right.
And now he getting rewarded for it. So how can we be upset with the man when he just gave you the blueprint on how to be successful?
Exactly.
I'm not upset. I knew he was gonna leave eventually. And I know like it's a feel good story, like, oh yeah, he went back to HBCU and represented, but people don't, not 90% of the time, probably even more than that, people don't do stuff out of the kindness of their heart. There was, like you said, it was a blueprint for him to make a way ahead and everything. Now, at the same time, he did elevate HBCUs. He brought a lot of attention to HBCUs, to players that probably wouldn't have got an opportunity without him. He had the HBCU Combine, so you had players get invited to actually try out, and NFL teams look at these guys and give them a another opportunity to get looked at and maybe potentially a shot at playing in the NFL and things of that sort. And that was great. I think I just kind of sad because you did want to kind of see HBCUs kind of get raised up. And they did for the time that he was there. And you still got Eddie George there. And I think Hugh Jackson is still there. And, of course, all these coaches who've been there the whole time busting their hump and doing what they got to do. But like you said, Pat, Deion, he's always been that type of personality. Seems like that people come to see. They're going to come watch. And it's kind of sad not seeing that in HBCU football or sports, period. Not having that there. But I understand what he had to do for himself. Of course, he got his kids were going to Jackson. I guess they're going to CU Boulder now. So there's more opportunities for them. Also, the coaching staff that he had brought with him, the coach there, there's more opportunities for them. They can get paid more benefits for the family. So I get it. But at the same time, it is sad to potentially see Jackson State kind of fall back down and the rest of the HBCUs kind of fall back. That shining light is not there.
Not there. It's a shame that somebody didn't pick it up where he left off. Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I went for the hype. I went for it. I was like, all that talk about him going to like Auburn or some of these other schools. I ain't even see that coming. Colorado, I was like, man, is Deion coming to the SEC? I went for it. I've been hard on that one. But
I think Cincinnati offered him.
Cincinnati bid for him?
Yeah, I forgot who the third team. I don't know if Auburn ever offered it or not, but I know CU Boulder, Cincinnati, and there was one more school I can't.
I think you're gonna get some good recruiting too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, I don't know if y'all saw that their facilities. Oh, yeah. Man, they got some top-notch facilities out there, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm like, how is y'all losing with these top-notch facilities? They got the bed like they stuff look like Alabama and Georgia. That's what they stuff look like. It look like Alabama and Georgia.
Most Power 5 schools look like that. They just can't get the talent. Who coming to Boulder? Who coming to CU Boulder?
I done seen a lot of Power 5. They don't look like that.
Which one?
Yeah. So I gotta check them out.
CU Boulder been
South Carolina. They don't look like that. Clemson don't even look like that, man.
Hey.
Clemson don't look like that.
No, Clemson don't look like that, man. Now they might be on they might be on remodel since last time I was up there.
Okay.
But they ain't even look like that.
Dang.
Yeah, they did not look like that. And I'm like, wow.
You also
in our old stomping ground, Boulder.
Yeah, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to move to Boulder now.
Hey, you gotta remember who the boosters are too now. Don't forget that. CU Boulder been has some alumni that's gonna take care of things around there.
Right.
That's not a part of the country. I'll tell you that much.
I watched the interview this morning, and man, it was a packed house in there, man. Everybody want to see Deion, but the difference is, he using the same language at Jackson. It just not popping. It just not popping there. Quite yet. It ain't popping there.
You got to scrape some of that mayonnaise first.
Got to scrape some of the mayonnaise.
Yeah. Put a little seasoning in there, little tomato saturated.
Oh, she got to do like Coach Kelly did for LSU. Got to come and change the accent.
Yeah. He got to change his accent. Yeah.
Listen, man. He said some stuff. He said, hey, man, y'all got to clap for that. That man, like, they ain't even understand.
Look, right now, they're making their barbecue with that white sauce.
What?
With that white sauce out there in Seas Boulder. They make
Oh,
that barbecue with that white sauce. So
with that white
you gotta
sauce.
switch it up. Get some
Hey man,
real barbecue sauce. Not
hey,
that,
well, we did go
white
to a
sauce.
place out there that gave us some white barbecue sauce, didn't we?
We're at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, out there. I think it was at the Air Force game.
Oh my
I
God.
think it was one of them places out there. I thought it was ranch.
Hey, they got it down. You know, they got it out there in a certain somewhere where elephants roll because it's supposed to be out of that part of the country. I ain't gonna say no.
Woo. Yeah,
Hey.
that restaurant across the street from the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing but marinades.
Oh,
Jimmy Nick.
Yeah, Jimmy Lee.
Try to serve me some white sauce on my smoked chicken. I don't do Miracle Whip on barbecue. I don't do that. They put some pepper in it. They season it up with some pepper. Oh no!
I ain't going for that. You can't.
that already.
Oh man,
That about as bad as the. Nah, I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna leave that one
salad
alone.
with grapes in it, a raisin. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, with the grapes in it.
Hey, but the one thing he did find out, it's cold out there.
Oh snap!
Yeah, you must have forgot.
It's cold out there, you know. But I think they said like bet on his foot though.
I hope so, cause that ain't you're in Atlanta or San Francisco or Dallas.
Yeah, Florida. Nah, you ain't nothing.
Boy, Boulder, Colorado, baby.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He said a Florida boy that live in Texas, now done moved to Colorado. You know, but he went in on the players.
Yeah,
he went in on them, man. I'm slipping, man. I should have had all that video, man.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised as some of that recruiting class from Jackson State, which is also going to be sad. Right now, they leaving the HBCU to go to Boulder, but at least they get a bigger opportunity on a bigger stage, so that's great. But you know,
he said he bring about 10 of them.
Ooh, 10 of them.
Yeah, he bringing 10 of them. He said, "Oh yeah," he's saying they dogs. And look, no lie to you, man. When they showed the camera and they showed the room, I said it can't be the team. This cannot be the team. I see why these jokers look sorry.
God, dog.
Them jokers look sorry, man. Like they look worse than an Ivy League team, man.
Ooh.
So it was a whole section in there. I said, "Oh yeah, that whole section, ain't none of them coming back."
All of that,
all them gone.
All of that.
Yeah, all that gone. All that gone. We finna get some. We finna get some tree trunk brothers. You know, we about to get some Mississippi, some Alabama, some Putwood brothers.
Putwood, bro.
Putwood coming to Colorado. That one coming to Colorado. Putwood.
Yeah, he gonna stack it up. Next season, he gonna have a stack.
Yeah.
They gonna play for prime, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad for him, man. I'm glad for him.
Yeah. So hey, let me ask y'all this, man. So how y'all feel about the people that, you know, that's talking about Deion didn't do what he said he was gonna do, and you know, the people talking bad about him, and you know, they booed him at the end of the game.
I agree that the way he closed it out was sus. Like, I think I would at least finish the bowl game. I would have told the team before the bowl game, but I wouldn't have went and did no press conference or nothing. We'd have had an agreement with Colorado, but we'd have played out the bowl game. You know, them players worked hard all season to get to that point. Might as well enjoy it with them and give a good, a thanks to Jackson State for giving me an opportunity, because I heard somebody's take today that brought up a good point. There wasn't no other schools trying to have Deion as the coach. I mean, he's an alumni of Florida State. He didn't get an opportunity there. There was no Power 5 schools really checking for Deion.
Wow.
He went to HBCU,
Where?
skipped
Right.
the line, because usually you got to be an assistant and work your way up. He skipped the line. He went to HBCU. He did his thing. His sons, his family.
So you saying he pulled the Jeff Saturday?
Nah, Jeff Saturday did something totally different.
Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday was friends with somebody. At least, Deion went and got a job,
Right.
Worked his way up from a lower level. I hate to say it like that about HBCU, but that is the case as far as football goes. But got his opportunity to show his skills and what he can bring to a football team. But make sure you give credit back to that place that gave you opportunity. I'm not sure if he did it. Maybe he did, but it just seemed like
So Colorado is donating money to the HBCU, and they doing some stuff for Jackson State.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw that part, but I'm saying the man himself, show, hey man, I appreciate y'all giving me this opportunity. We did a lot together in the last 2 years. I appreciate the fans coming, because let's be real, them fans weren't coming out there like that before.
Right.
Yeah, we went to a game.
ASU. Sold out for the first time.
So
had to walk about a half a mile to a mile.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So just give thanks, man. Give credit where credit is due. Yeah, you came out here and like Pat said, you set yourself on fire and everybody came to see it. But these guys gave you that opportunity to do that. And
right. You gave them a platform.
And you also gave everybody the blueprint to do that there. And I hope other coaches in the HBCU that have that personality, that's part of their DNA, that they can do that. Don't come out here and try to fake it, because that's not you. Go sit down.
Right.
But
exactly.
Go out there and bring that to the table. Maybe we can see the HBCU.
The ones that are there and the ones that are coming, or the ones that got that potential coming from the NFL, or any one of them.
Yeah. So,
right.
I will say I'm just like y'all. I am happy for Deion and his family and everybody that was a part of that. His coaching staff, everything. The only thing I didn't like was I think he should be coaching the bowl game and just have more time with his guys.
Oh yeah, he coaching the bowl game.
He is? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because I thought he already
coming back.
CU Boulder now. So okay.
Can't boo that man.
Yeah. Right. Like now when he come out on that Celebration Bowl, he should get a standing ovation.
Exactly.
He should get a standing ovation. But this is the thing to get me though. If you part of the SWAC, HBCUs in general, like if y'all know the man, hey, like Howard, hey dog, look. Hey dog, we're gonna send y'all $25,000 a year, okay? That's all we got right now. Now Hampton gonna put in 20, okay? Fam said they gonna put in 30, okay? And then we got Southern, so they gonna put in, well, they ain't got no money, so don't worry about them. But Prairie View, so they gonna put in another 10, and then we're gonna split the gate with him.
Right.
Like come up with some ways, but this the thing. Nobody wanted to say, well, man, Deion is all that. Yeah. None of them wanted to say that. Because they've been doing it for years, and ain't none of them popped off like this. Ain't none of them popped off like this, like even the man from Alabama A&M, yeah, tell him I want my shoe back.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this though, all the people that's upset with Deion and everything, please make sure you doing your part. Please make sure you showing up to
They
the
ain't.
game,
They
Right.
ain't.
donating, and
Mhm.
stuff
They
like
ain't.
that. Don't be out
They
here
ain't.
mad talking about, oh, Deion ain't do nothing, and you ain't doing nothing.
They
Right.
ain't. They ain't. I tell anybody, I got 2 daughters at HBCU. It's a struggle. Okay? It's a struggle. All right. And I tell both of them, those schools do not have to struggle if everybody that attended those schools, you ain't got to graduate, just attended those schools, gave $25 a month to those schools would not have to struggle about anything.
Ooh, yeah.
Just think about that right there. My oldest daughter, her freshman class was 1,800. Okay. Right now, the projected graduating class is somewhere around 250 to 300. That's going to graduate on time out of the 1,800. If those 1,800 in 5 years, after 5 years, they gave $25 a month for the rest of their life, and every year you're doing that,
Right.
you know, like the schools would not be struggling. They would not be struggling, you know. And then invest in some technology. You know, invest in some technology. If Clark Atlanta has some technology, I would have my master's in African studies right now.
That's good. They do. I think a lot of the problems, I can't speak for all the HBCUs, but I know the one in particular here, yeah, they had a problem with some folks putting some money in their pocket.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, fam.
Yeah.
Fam doing the same thing.
And these kids living in the dorms and stuff like that, they're not even, all of what they getting, they're not using towards what they really needed for.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, at some of them, they don't even have enough. Like Howard didn't even have enough dorms. Like they had the dorms were needed to be
renovated.
Renovated. Yeah, renovated. I got a little
Still
cousin up
charging
there right now.
tuition and everything, and they was living black mold and rats and all kind of foolishness. So
Great thing.
Yeah,
and that's
you know,
a
and they
prestigious black college. Like it's in our community, that's looked at as up here. And
right.
when you hear that, you're like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the Yale of what we. And then I ain't gonna get on what I heard about the rest of them. But all right, so fellas, look, man. So college football, man. We ain't gonna stay on it too long, man. What y'all think about the Final Four, man?
Well,
I'm happy with my
hey,
team.
I just, hey,
Of course you are.
yeah, and I know what the argument is.
But hold on. We go through what we done went through, beat everybody to sleep, and now we get Ohio State. They strength is our weakness.
Look, if let's be real about it, ain't nobody is a complete team like Georgia is this year.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. Beat the brakes. Tennessee came in there, beat the brakes off Tennessee. LSU came up there and beat the 50 burger. 50? Yeah. Came in there like Mike. Hey, I'm gonna drop 50 on y'all tonight.
That was ridiculous.
Right.
That was pitiful.
Brakes off. Not to mention, LSU probably shouldn't have been in. Never mind. Anyways, leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
But you know the crazy thing about that, LSU dominated the first quarter.
Look,
Kirby wasn't doing nothing but filling them out. That's all. Just let them, you know. That's what dogs do. Let you get a little feet ahead, a few feet ahead. Get to feeling yourself.
Feeling yourself.
Let me hear those teams in the Final Four one more time. I know who number one. We know Georgia number one.
All right, Georgia number 1, number 2 is Michigan, number 3 is
Michigan
TCU,
okay.
And then number 4 is Ohio State.
So TCU.
Yep.
Suspect.
TCU playing Michigan. Michigan they're gonna walk the dog on them.
They're gonna walk the dog, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna walk the dog on them.
TCU suspect ain't got no business in there.
Right.
I know Ohio State only got 1 loss. I get it. But we all know that if them motherfuckers from the Elephant Land play Ohio State will get their ass whooped. So I think the shit is suspect. I can't wait for the playoffs to kick off so we don't have to hear no more crying. But I just want all y'all, and I'm not an Alabama fan, but all of y'all motherfuckers that are against it, Alabama and the SEC, y'all need to go somewhere and sit down.
Oh, no.
Because we could literally put 1 or 2 more SEC teams in the damn playoff. That's how fucking horrible it is.
Right.
TCU ain't got no business. Like, of all the seasons TCU could have been put in and played where they could have voted TCU to go in, TCU went undefeated all them seasons back then.
Mm-hmm.
Then was the time to put them in there. This year, hell no.
They ain't even moved.
Hell no.
They lost
the championship game.
Hey.
And Pat, you called it the day before the game came on. Hey, man, TCU in trouble, dog.
Yeah.
They in trouble.
I knew them and UNC, man. Like, listen, you can the thing about it, man, you can only finesse, and this is what I love about Georgia, and I think Alabama. What I love about Georgia, Michigan, I think Alabama is going to revert back to it next year. Is that you got to be physical.
Mm-hmm.
You got to, man. Listen, if you ain't physical, it's just like playing Madden. Back in the day, I used to whoop everybody at Madden, and people like, man, well, how you beat everybody at Madden? This how I beat them. Everybody don't want to pass the ball. No, I'm finna go 2 tight in, and I'm finna pound this thing. That was the key to winning on Madden. You go 2 tight in, and you just pound them jokers down the field. You're going to get 3 yards every time you run the ball automatically.
Oh, man.
You know? And that's the thing. These teams are physical, you know? But, I don't know. Ohio State, you know, Ohio State got me nervous. I ain't going to sit here and tell you I'm nervous.
They ain't going to do nothing.
Hey, man, I'm nervous. You know,
they're not
like when I look at quarterback for quarterback,
okay,
you know, and then you know what we did. You know, even Kirby said, you know, the way we made the LSU quarterback look like he was Aaron Rodgers in the second half.
Yeah,
you know that made me nervous, man. You know that made me nervous.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing.
But I know Michigan going. I ain't even looking at that game.
I mean, I think I would be more nervous of Michigan than I would be Ohio State. I seen what Michigan did though. But when Michigan is good, like you said, they play that physical style of ball, and that's what they're known for. If you pick Michigan on their best year and Ohio State on their best year, they both kind of play that style of football. Usually, more times than not, what happens? Ohio State beat the brakes off them boys.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about Ohio State because they get in there with y'all. Listen, y'all ain't ready. Y'all too small. Get out of here. Y'all what Michigan did to them.
Right.
That's exactly
right.
what they manhandled them boys, man. Get y'all ass out of here.
Right. And then, you know, what Michigan like to do is almost like a mirror image, but listen, dog, you know, if you can't run the ball on us, you in trouble.
So what's going to change with this 12 team playoffs? What's going to change?
I got good news for all of y'all who hate SEC.
It's going to be more teams.
There's going to be a whole bunch of SEC teams in the playoff. It's going to be a whole shitload. I'm telling you now. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what happen.
Right.
Look. Like 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers in the playoff. Just tell you.
Look.
half of
Look,
y'all don't play nobody all damn season. You know
Right.
who you are.
Florida might mess around and get in there.
Florida.
Yeah, the Gators might mess around. Yeah, we went to the
Yeah.
playoff this year.
Hey,
The
if the playoff started this year, Tennessee in, Alabama in, Georgia in, who else? Shit, LSU might still be in it.
Yeah, LSU will be in there. Maybe even South Carolina.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I think South
Come on, man.
Carolina.
Y'all
Still be in it.
y'all
Great
know
day.
all season long. It's a whole bunch of conferences out there. And
Mm.
some of y'all ain't even in conferences.
Ain't coming. Notre
Getting
Dame.
an opportunity to be in the playoff. Ain't got no business in the playoff. Be playing
Right.
Cup State all season. Some of y'all skip half
Right.
the season. Some of y'all skip half the season and made the playoff. You know who you is.
Right.
But y'all out
Yeah.
here talking about we tired of Alabama. At least they play the whole fucking season. Some of y'all motherfuckers skip half the season, bro.
Oh man.
You know who you are.
Hey, but look, I ain't gonna lie. It was funny seeing Nick Saban come on there and try to plead his case, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know Nick want to be like, do y'all know who I am?
Right.
I'm the GOAT. Like, you can see Nick by his oozing on his face. Like, look, I know y'all want to keep me out of here.
Yeah.
I know y'all want to keep me out of here. I got too many of them already. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm the GOAT. So the GOAT should get an automatic pass. That's what it looked like on his facial expression. Like, do y'all know who I am? Y'all must have forgot.
Y'all must have forgot.
The one thing you gotta give him, he probably got, he gonna have some cupcakes on there. But he usually first game of the season, they playing somebody. And a majority of the time, they going to their house to play them.
Yeah,
They played
or
USC
neutral.
first game of the season 1 year. They played Texas first game of the season. They done called out a couple goddamn on teams first game of the season. Went to their house, beat their ass, and rolled on. You know what I'm saying? And kept it moving. Like,
Right.
I'm
Deal with
I'm a
AB.
Florida State fan, so it is what it is. But look,
Yeah, they got y'all 1 year too.
Huh?
I said, yeah, they got y'all 1 year.
Yeah, they got us 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean, we went undefeated 1 year too, not too long ago. Deshaun know it. What was it? Auburn know it too.
What is it?
And look.
Crab Leg got you. Remember that. Don't ever forget. Crab Leg the one got you. Hey, y'all talk all the Crab Legs got y'all at one season. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, shout out to Kyle Davis.
No.
Yeah, man. But look, so who y'all think gonna win it?
Well, Georgia gonna take it.
That's the best team all season. They've been the best team
Hands
all
down. Yeah, Georgia gonna take it.
Back to back, baby. Back to back. Back to back. Like, man, listen, what Kirby Smart is doing, and I'm just this the fan in me.
Yeah,
The fan in me. So he done been there since 2016, and he already done been to the SEC championship just as many times as Mark Richt. And he don't want it more than Mark Richt. And he done been to the national championship. I'm saying 3 already, but he done been twice.
Yeah.
And what he don't put together, man, like this thing turned into a machine. Like, they had the thing about Georgia is the new Alabama.
We want Georgia now.
Yeah, that's it. We want Georgia, boom, 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 boom. We want Georgia, boom, boom. But I say this: Alabama lost 2 games by 3 points. So until you smash mouth them, yeah. But they hadn't lost to when last time they lost to a team outside of the SEC. It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
You know,
Man.
so last year they lost to us and they lost to who else y'all lost to last year? Us? No.
Texas A&M?
Y'all lost us in the championship game,
That was a champion, yeah.
but y'all lost Texas A&M.
Yeah, Texas A&M.
Yeah. And then this year you lost to
Tennessee and LSU.
Tennessee and LSU.
Okay. So the last time, I can't remember last time Bama lost to non-conference. Yeah.
And they played Texas in Texas first game of the season.
Non-conference is probably 2007. Louisiana Monroe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a bad one. That's okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Nick Saban had showed up on the scene and they questioned him about it. Nick Saban said, "This ain't my team."
Hey man, only the GOAT can say that, man. Y'all don't mind him. Y'all must have forgot.
I didn't pick these ones. Yeah.
That was when I got here.
Yeah, they was already here. I got to work with this.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that what Deion. That what Deion gonna be saying next year. Do y'all know what? This ain't my team. I just got here.
Yeah. This that Alabama white sauce right here. I'm trying to figure it. Somebody hand me some Tony Satcher.
Right.
Oh man. Hey fella, we got a few minutes left, man. So look, real quick, man. 2 minutes or less. All right, 2 minutes or less. Who gonna win the runoff? Warnock or Walker?
This is crazy to even have to be in this position right now. But it's got to be Warnock, man. I'm pulling for Warnock, Reverend Warnock, baby. There's no way, man. You're gonna let someone who's pretty much gonna be a puppet for the Republicans get in there. Okay, what you're gonna have is someone who ain't gonna have a mind of his own in there, and just gonna listen to what anybody tell him, and he gonna abolish. He gonna help abolish all kind of amendments.
All right, that's what Walt got. All right, where you at now? I hope you don't vote it.
I got more time. I ain't got enough time. So I'll just say this. I want to agree with Walt. I really do. But I just happen to remember a 2016 election.
Oh, good.
We said the same thing. And we had 4 years of foolishness afterwards because we underestimated. I don't want to say what I want to. I'm not going to say it, but we underestimated the other group and some of the foolishness that they had going on over there. So I am not that optimistic. I'm hopeful, but I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if the werewolf, the guy who wants to be the werewolf,
not the werewolf,
not the werewolf.
Yeah. I mean, you literally, if you listen to any of his things, it don't make no damn sense. I don't know how. I ain't got time. You said 2 minutes. That's all I got.
Hey man, but one thing I can tell you, man, if Walker get in there, it's gonna be must see TV. like if you a comedian, if he get in there and you a comedian, you gonna have material every day. Every day. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. If he get in there, I'm gonna start me a podcast. And we're just gonna talk about the day in Herschel Walker. The day Herschel Walker had. And that's all I'm just gonna talk about for 20 minutes every day, man.
Listen, man, you said if Herschel gets in there, first of all, we already had a president that was must-see TV every day.
Every day.
There's a senator in Alabama who don't know the goddamn branches of government. And he on TV. He is must-see TV, showing the camera on him because we know why. Because he's not
Right.
smart. But I'm just saying we already got must-see TV people in there. Must-see TV is great for TV, but it's not great for the rest of us out here living this reality. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Go
Living
on.
right through it. Then you got the other, like he was just mentioning, that 4-year reality show this dude put on. They voted for.
Oh my God.
He talking about abolishing the Constitution.
Yeah. We should get rid of the Constitution.
Bruh.
Hey, that's a great fucking idea. Why don't we do that?
Them y'all folks, man.
Man. Too.
What they say down here? What they say down south? Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
He tried.
He tried.
Ooh-wee.
Man.
Wow.
Hey, give him a participation trophy so he go sit down somewhere.
Please get over there and sit down somewhere.
And the congregation has spoken.
Amen.
Let's go Warnock. So hey, we might be back on tomorrow night talking about this. Talking about this election.
Emergency broadcast.
Yep, emergency broadcast coming to you. Someone please call 911. Hey, so look, man, everybody that's tuning in, man, I want to let y'all know that mixtape coming out, Heart of a Champion, produced by my brother Walton and yours truly is the MC. Heart of a Champion is on the way. I'm letting y'all know Heart of a Champion mixtape is on the way.
On the way, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all got any last things for our audience, I guess?
If you live in the state of
gonna
Georgia,
keep on rolling.
Please get your butt out there and vote. Please. Do us all a favor. Help do great things for this country. If you live in the state of Georgia, go vote.
Go vote, baby.
Go vote.
Hopefully you use some sense when you do.
Go vote.
I'm gonna tell you which way to go, but just please vote. Please do that.
Right.
Go vote and go Dogs.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go. Hard work. Work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work. 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 That's what you say. Hard work. 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 Earn more pay. Hard work. Hard work. Do it every day. Hard work. Get up out of 2:45. Hard work. Work. You go and earn more pay. Hard work. Work. Boots on and lace them up. Hard work. Work. Another day to work. Hard work. Hard work. That's what we say.